Welcome back. So, in the last mission, we rescued General Duke from the grip of the Zerg. The Zerg had downed his command ship. He was left on his own. None of his Confederates were able to Confederate allies were able to rescue him. So, Sons of Korhal swooped in and were able to persuade him that it might be worth joining the revolution. So, we come to this to see what happens next on Antigua Prime, the trump card.
Commander, our position has been discovered. As of 2 hours ago, a large Confederate strike force arrived on Antigua Prime and established a base camp within our defensive perimeter. Arcturus Mengsk is calling a meeting.
Greetings. I know you're all concerned about the Confederate strike force. But first, we have a grave matter to discuss. It seems our data disks didn't hold weapon designs after all. Lieutenant Kerrigan will explain.
You all know that the Confederates run a program for psychically gifted humans, training them to be ghosts. Those running the program found that the Zerg are attuned to the psychic emanations of ghosts.
So the Zerg are here for you, darling? This keeps getting better and better.
Shut up. There's been a lot of secret Confederate research surrounding ghosts and the Zerg. What we stole was a small but critical piece of the puzzle. Designs for a transplanar psionic waveform emitter. The emitters broadcast the neural imprint of a ghost, but at a much greater magnitude. These things reach across worlds.
The Confederacy used these psi emitters to lure the Zerg into isolated containment areas. Your colony, Mars Sara Commander, was one such location.
What are you saying?
I'm saying the Zerg are a secret weapon developed by the Confederacy. I'm saying you were all subjects of a Confederate weapons test. Just as they destroyed Korhal with nuclear weapons to establish dominance a generation ago, they would use the Zerg to put an end to their other rivals. Only this time there'd be no outrage. Who could suspect the aliens were their creation? No, they'd be lauded as heroes for coming in and destroying the Zerg. It's time the Confederacy paid for its crimes, and I know just the way. Lieutenant Kerrigan is going to plant an emitter at the Confederate base camp. Commander, you will provide her with an escort. When the Zerg arrive, they'll break the blockade for us and we'll make our escape. Now, get moving.
Okay, so in the manual backstory, it actually explains that the Zerg detected this kind of latent psionic ability in humanity and took an interest in them because of that. So what Mengsk implies there, with saying the Zerg were created by the Confederates, he's completely wrong on that. That's a theory that he's way off the mark on. But clearly the Confederates found they could manipulate the fact the Zerg were interested in psionics to make the Zerg do what they wanted them to. So, anyway, let's see this plan into action. So, one of the first things we're going to have to do
I'm having doubts about this, Arcturus.
is get these out of the way,
I just don't think anyone deserves to have the Zerg unleashed
because
on them.
we are going to get
I may
hammered
have
soon.
personal feelings about this, but you can't let your past cloud your judgment. Carry out your orders, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
Because you can see we're under attack there, completely flanked. No point in wasting these buildings. Right, let's throw those there. Let's get some mining started.
I read you, sir. Something on your mind?
Jacked up and good to go.
And this is a science vessel, which we have not seen yet. So the science vessel is a detector. It's also got some spell casting abilities that are quite
Your
useful.
forces are under attack.
Now,
Give me some of this shit.
let's not waste our forces there. They are not going to stand a chance against those siege tanks. Let's get another marine out anyway. Let's get an SCV in gas. Let's get a few queued up actually. We've actually got 2 barracks. In fact, what I might do is I'm going to lift this one up.
Base is under attack.
I'm going to land it nearby. Now we are going to probably lose those supply depots.
Good to go, sir.
Piece of me, boy. We have you on
Let's
visual.
have a look at what we've got over there, because there's a possibility
Commencing.
that Kerrigan could lock down. It's probably a bit late now.
XCV, good to go, sir.
Yeah.
Commencing.
Wouldn't want to risk that.
Affirmative, sir.
Base
We'll get
is
it
under
later.
attack.
Reporting.
Jacked up and good to go.
So yeah, we'll lift this over, land it here. So we've got 2. We will land this here because we don't need any upgrades on it. We'll build a comsat tower. We might want to invest in some wraiths. Right, you guys in there. Let's get some more SCVs queued up. Feeling the idea of building a bunker up here. Can he build while he's carrying that? Certainly hope he can. I think he can.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Right, let's get these rallying here. Now, we will be able to build the siege tank soon. Very soon, actually. Siege tanks are great. In fact, they're what's shelling us right now. So they are a mobile tank that turns into a long-range piece of artillery.
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh no, he can't build.
Add-on complete.
Can he? Oh, he can. Just he must have not had enough minerals when he got to the building
Add-on
point.
complete.
What now?
So we need to be careful with Kerrigan. In fact, to be honest, there's no reason she can't just stay in a bunker. We don't actually need her to take the Sire emitter, so we may as well play a bit conservatively with her. Soon we want to clear that base out so we've got more mining opportunities, which actually a Wraith might be quite useful for. And then,
Let's roll.
once we clear out this area,
Excellent.
we can actually mine from it. So actually, that has gone. The enemy tank has gone. Well, let's definitely get on a supply depot there. I wouldn't mind building an academy as well. Oh,
Something on your mind? Yeah.
don't fancy losing the vulture before I've had a chance to put some spider mines down with him. Let's get the academy.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, it is A for academy. There we go.
I read you.
Additional
yeah, we need the supply depots.
required.
There's actually a load of space for us to build a load of production buildings.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Probably will want to shift towards a mech army actually.
Something on your mind?
So tanks, siege tanks, Goliaths.
Good to go. You want a piece of me, boy? Outstanding.
No harm in having a few marines. In fact, speaking of marines, if we research irradiate, we can use a science vessel to irradiate those. There's a siege tank.
Transmit orders.
So that's going to be something we're going to want to deal with. Might even be worth getting a drop ship at some point.
Base is under attack.
Report to duty.
Right. Let's bring that science vessel over there.
I read you.
You build that. You build that.
Transmit orders.
It can do an EMP shockwave as well to just remove energy from things.
Orders, Captain. Greetings, Command.
Let's get that tabbed. Control 0. In fact, let's get some of these.
Standing by.
Let's get 2 marines, 2 more marines in that bunker.
Research
In fact, wouldn't be a bad idea to build a tower there as well.
add-on complete.
You go down there,
Piece of me, boy.
build a bunker there. Is he going to get stuck there? Nope, he's not. Yes, he is. Right, okay. Well, I wanted to build a dropship anyway.
Not enough minerals.
Job finished. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
Let's get a dropship in a second.
Something on your mind?
Job finished. Affirmative. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
You go back to mining.
Right away, sir. Standing by.
What I can probably do is build a bunker up there as a sort of defence. Let's get a siege tank.
Orders, Captain.
Right.
Can I take your
You
order?
rescue our stuck compatriot there. Definitely want that marine range actually.
Reporting for duty.
Let's get another SCV.
Orders, Captain.
Destination in the 555.
Reporting for duty.
Gonna need a supply depot soon. In fact, I think now's as good a time as any.
SCV good to go, sir.
Input coordinates.
I'm thinking is drop 2 tanks. So there's our siege tank. We can research siege mode, and then he turns into a big, massive piece of artillery,
I read you.
which is fun. It's one of those researches. It's worth its weight in gold. Now that's the beacon we need to get to, so we don't actually need to take out the entire Confederate base at all. Oh, we've got a radiator. I forgot about that. So we will make use of that in a second. Let's get some upgrades on the go. I want to build an armory so I can build some Goliaths.
Orders, Captain.
Let's put that there.
Yes,
And I
sir.
don't see why not. Why we can't build a supply depot soon as well. Now we can't irradiate the tank, but what we can do is irradiate the Marines if I had pressed the right hotkey.
Affirmative, sir.
In fact, save before
Excellent. Commencing.
must target unit. I'm working on it. There we go. And that will actually do damage around the area as well. So
Yes, sir.
let's get another siege tank in there. Not sure we need 2 Marines. But another science vessel might be very useful.
Standing by.
I think another SCV actually would be great as well.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
I think you can probably attend to repairing that.
Input coordinates.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
Ready to roll out.
Yes, sir.
Let's get us another supply depot. Definitely feeling the idea of building the tank upgrade. Get another maybe another SCV. In fact, I want to save some money up soon, I think, so we can
I copy that.
look at building the second supply.
Explorer reporting.
So they're looking worse for wear. Must have brought another one up.
Receiving headquarters. Reporting for duty.
You get repaired while you're there. I'm liking the idea of another dropship. I'm just going in with some Marines and another tank. Definitely want to just keep building tanks actually. He's stuck again.
I'm listening.
You want a piece of me, boy?
You go and rescue him.
Commander. SCV good to go, sir. Roll.
Let's centralize all of our.
Can I take your order?
Yes, sir. Roger
Go
that.
ahead, HQ. Hang on.
You
we're in
get mine in
job.
there. Let's just shove some Marines in there.
Ready to roll out.
Input coordinates.
I said submarines, didn't I? Actually,
Buckle up.
and we'll take a
Upgrade
science vessel with him. What I'm going to do is get him to move after
Input coordinates.
the dropship, and we will drop right on top and see what happens. There we go. Now what we can do, siege him up,
Go ahead, HQ.
Receiving headquarters.
and you can probably irradiate those. There we go, soften them up a little bit, and there we go. That's the beauty of siege tanks, and that's perfectly timed because I now have enough for a command center. So let's get a command center in there. Yes, that I think is the perfect position for it. And you, while we're here, you go and build a bunker. Let's say bunker there. I'm feeling bunker there.
Greetings, command.
Let's do a scan.
Greetings, command.
Right.
Yes, sir. Moving.
Yeah, definitely wanted some tanks here, because some anti-air here, because that Wraith is probably going to come for us in a moment. Let's get some Goliaths, and while we're doing that, actually, let's get another factory. I'm going to want space for a
bases are under attack.
Jacked up and good to go.
Marines. Can we work on that Wraith, please?
Upgrade complete.
Right.
Identify target.
I read you.
There we go. That was a bit clumsy. The Goliaths, I believe, have much longer range than the Marines do, so let's get another factory down. Now, is there any research? Vultures, I think I could give a miss. Okay, I should have got that a long time ago. And we can get to level 2 of vehicle of various upgrades now as well, which is quite nice. So let's focus on damage first, I think.
Job finished. Job finished.
Right, there we go.
For duty.
Let's get a comsat station there.
Destination.
Orders, Captain? Right away, sir. Give me something to shoot. Let's move.
Orders, sir.
Job
Destination.
finished.
Absolutely.
Jacked up and good to go.
Add-on complete.
Let's move. Outstanding.
So we're going to want to push into there. Oh, we could probably actually use that high ground there. In fact, one thing I've done before is lift off and landed my science facility there. Right. Machine shop is a C. There we go.
Orders,
You know what? Let's get another factory. Oh, of course.
Go ahead, Agent.
You want a piece
I
of
copy
me,
that.
boy? Orders, Captain?
Can't build a tank from there yet.
Destination.
Oh, he needs a repair. If he dies, all that happens is a psi emitter gets dropped, so it's not an emergency if he does get killed. But
Receiving headquarters. Yes, sir. Roger that.
you build a refinery.
Commander.
Orders, sir.
Transmit
Yes, sir. Proceeding.
SCP good to go, sir.
Ready to
Now,
receive
I think the tanks can actually shoot a little bit further. They can actually see, so it's often a good idea to have something giving them vision.
Commencing.
You can probably hold position there. In fact, can you irradiate him? You can. Bring him in.
Excellent.
Yep.
Job finished.
Might as well get the damage upgrade there. Right, here we go. Let's get a machine shop just in case. Goliaths, not enough minerals. You
Reporting for duty.
go and get that, you go and get that, you go and mine there. Let's bring these over, because that's going to mine out soon.
Receiving headquarters.
There we go.
Affirmative, sir.
Ah, there is a ramp up there.
Commencing. SCP good to go, sir. Let's roll. Affirmative, sir.
Add-on complete.
So we can actually land that there.
Destination. Proceeding.
Greetings, Command. Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go. Receiving headquarters.
To be honest, don't see why I can't just target. Oh. Okay, no one saw that. It's fine. That was
Affirmative, sir.
definitely not an embarrassing thing.
Upgrade complete.
Identify target. Yes, sir.
O turns them into siege mode. Very, very useful hotkey.
Standing by.
You can easily ferry them around with a dropship or two.
I'm listening.
Might be worth keeping those nearby. I think I'm going to get that reactor upgrade actually, just so I've got a bit more with my science vessels. You guys can keep an eye out over there. And then we begin the slow, inexorable tank push.
Transmit orders.
See,
Good to go, sir.
they can fire for... I think they can fire a little bit further than they can see.
Yes, sir. Destination. Roll out. Absolutely. Proceed.
And then you just do a rolling push pretty much. Although you want to keep some anti-air around.
Destination. Yes, sir. Destination.
Additional
Oh, of
supply
course.
depots required.
sir. Roger that.
Right, you build a supply depot, you build a supply depot, you
Yes, sir. Roger
you build the supply depot, you build a supply depot, you build a supply depot, and you build a supply depot. And you build an SCV, and you scan. So we definitely want the tanks and Goliaths in front, just to
Orders, sir.
SCV good to go,
Orders,
sir.
sir. Proceeding.
Report for duty. Job's finished.
there we go. Few some more supply depots for us.
Job's finished. Job's finished. I read you. Job's finished. Roger that. Orders received.
In fact, let's have another one. I think I need.
SCV
Ah.
good to go, sir.
I would very much like some more Goliaths. Actually, I'm a bit low on the anti-air side.
Destination.
Now the tanks can take a pretty hefty slamming from.
Upgrade complete.
Greetings, command. Let's roll.
Can that siege tank?
Orders,
No.
sir.
In fact, let's get them all out of the.
Identify target delighted to, sir.
Yeah, there we go. Wraith down. I think I'm going to focus mostly on the Goliaths now to help support the tanks.
Transmit orders. Affirmative, sir.
You irradiate him.
Affirmative, sir.
And here we see bad things happen to the soldiers of the. Oh, we can go up to level 3. Right, I'll take that.
Base is under attack.
You get that repaired just in case.
Right away, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, I got quite a few Goliaths now. You don't need much siege tanks, at least in the single player mode. You know, a control group is enough. I mean, more's always great, but right. Let's hit these supply depots because they're an easy target. And if you can get them before they transform, that's never a bad idea.
Let's roll.
Let's get
Transmit orders.
Let's get another science vessel, just because I don't want to risk losing that one. Let's get another tank.
Not enough minerals.
Destination?
Proceed.
Transmit orders.
Now, there is an enemy battle cruiser here, which we're going to want to watch out for, because they're not impossible to deal with, not by a long way. But let's get some more Marines in there just in case.
Not enough minerals.
Well, we have a chance.
I read you.
Ready to roll out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Right, you two get over there and get mining over there.
Your forces are under attack.
Destination.
You don't tend to worry too much about having to keep everything repaired. But let's get you guys over there.
Yes, sir.
There is a defense matrix ability which can be really useful for protecting. It basically gives a 200 point damage shield, which can be quite a lot. So I'll show it. Help if I could actually accurately. Yeah, so he can take another 200 points of damage in theory. That's literally like a shield. So you alright there, buddy?
Your forces are under attack.
Let's get some more tanks in there.
Destination.
It does time out eventually. It doesn't last forever.
Orders.
Orders, sir.
But there are worse things you can do with your
Orders, sir.
a few hundred. Yeah. There's a. You guys can clear that out.
Transmit orders.
I'm gonna bring an SCV up to repair that science vessel. I think just because I wouldn't want to lose it.
Right away, sir.
Here, wait a sec. Repair that, and then go back to your mining duty.
Right away, sir.
And just press stop.
Your forces are under attack.
Roger
Right,
that.
attack up there. Not too worried about
On
that.
your mind? I dig.
Orders, Captain.
Nope.
Right away, sir.
Might as well use this real estate now. Let's get another tank, let's get another tank, let's get a Goliath, let's get a Goliath.
Yes,
Not
sir.
enough
I'm ready.
minerals.
Yes, sir.
You guys get in there.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
As long as it's not by a siege tank, I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, is that it?
So that control tower's long gone.
I'm going.
Right, okay.
Identify target.
Greetings, Command.
Goliath online.
So they're training some Marines. Be a shame if he pops out right into, you know, into some artillery fire or something. That'd be a real shame.
Identify target. Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir. Yes, sir.
Generally not a bad idea to have some Goliaths and Goliaths and Marines between your tanks and the enemy, because your tanks have a minimum range, as you would expect from any kind of artillery unit.
Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Moving.
And there's our battlecruiser. Not too worried about. What we can probably do, just defense matrix on him and give him put him on a mad dash for the objective. There we go.
Just promise me we'll never do anything like this again.
We will do whatever it takes to save humanity. Our responsibility is too great to do any less.
So, starting to potentially see some of the true colours of Minsk there. And we have placed a psi emitter, so all that remains to be seen is how the Zerg respond to that, which we should be able to see in the next video. So we'll get some information about that. So thank you for watching, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I will see you soon for the next part.